right. Hey, beauty babies. It's your girl, y'all. And I know it's been a minute, but I am back just to do this Get Ready with me. I know I didn't tell anybody I was going live today, and I'm a little bit on the tired side, but I wanted to just come live to just share some things with you that I picked up. Some things are not new to you, but they're new for me. And then a couple of things that I found that you may not have in your area, and then some of you might have in your area that I like. So I just wanted to do this. I don't know if it's going to be a Valentine's Day look. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. How about that? The reason why you haven't seen me, if you don't already know, is because I'm a caregiver to my hubby, whom I love very much, who is a stroke survivor. A multiple stroke survivor, actually. Is a very strong individual, loves God with all of his heart and loves me, and is fully cognizant and aware, is very loving and still just as kind as he always was, and still a clown and just as funny as he always was. Um, and he requires specialized care. So a lot of times you don't see me because my life is so hectic, taking care of him, making sure he's being taken care of properly, getting him to his appointments and stuff like that. It's like a full-time thing. And even with help, it's still a full-time thing. So a lot of times I'm so drained physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it takes a lot to do videos, come on camera, even though I want to share and I like talking to you guys and love showing you stuff that I found, especially affordable things. It still takes quite a bit of energy and time to do those things and then edit them. You know, I've got videos I've done for you guys already, I haven't even edited. So it's a lot easier for me to come live, even though the format is not as concise for you and the video is a lot longer. I can still at least share things with you in a real time setting so you can follow along if you like. I know a lot of you um, are learning how to do makeup, and sometimes real-time videos are much more helpful to you. So many of you are like, could you slow it down? You guys do that fast forward thing and I really can't see. So these videos are for you and for those of you who like to chat or just watch, because you know it's not that big of a deal to you. You get your snack, you get your drink, and put your feet up and watch your girl. And I'm happy with that too. Matter of fact, I have something that I'm eating my breakfast because I have an appointment to go to with my husband to take him to see the doctor. So I probably will be sipping on some water and snacking too. So y'all excuse me. Not really snacking, but eating my breakfast. Good morning. Hey, hey, Belinda, how you doing? And it's okay if you can't stay, you know, I do these so you guys can always come back and watch at your leisure. And even when you're watching later on, if you leave a comment, I'll see that too. So I've already done my skincare, which is Fourth Ray Beauty. And I'll quickly show you what I use after I wash my face with Doodle Soon Black Soap, which I don't know if I have any. I know I have another bar. I then use the Fourth Ray Beauty Radiate serum. This is a vitamin C serum. Then I use their rainfall serum. Thank you, honey. This all is skincare is what's doing that. Then I use the rainfall serum, which is their hyaluronic acid serum 2%. And then I use their remedy serum, which is 10% of niacinamide. Okay, is in here. Yes, serums are very important. And I wasn't always using them. I had a lot of Estee Lauder serums, and sometimes I would use them at night, like as a special treatment on my skin during the nighttime. But I wasn't really using them every day. And it was after watching a lot of Jackie Aina skincare and then watching a actual uh I think she's an esthetician or a dermatologist, but I think she's an esthetician. She actually went to school for skincare. And what she does is she takes a lot of YouTube videos of people doing skincare and she critiques them. And she actually critiqued Jackie Aina's skincare video. And she said everything that Jackie Aina was doing was on point. And that's because Jackie Aina sees an actual skincare technician, esthetician. So she does whatever that person is telling her, and that person happens to know what they're talking about. So I saw how much she uses serums, and I was like, you know what? The only block to the serum, and I just missed that paragraph of what you said. I'm so sorry, Melinda. The only block to serums for some people is the affordability. They are not cheap, okay? And we see them and oh, they're great. There are only a few companies that offer serums that are actually good, that don't break your bank. There are not a lot of them. A lot of these serums are very expensive. So you have to be careful when you're buying them. Make sure you're getting value for your dollar, that they actually contain things that are going to help your skin and work for you. Don't just buy them because of the name. Like for instance, the Farfalli oils that you see everybody using. They have a unicorn oil and all these different kinds of things. That's expensive. It's not cheap. You see it all over Instagram, but they're not the only serums that exist. So don't fall into the trend trap. Make sure you're getting something that's in your budget and that works for you. So the reason why I show you Fourth Ray Beauty is because their serums are actually good. They work and they are affordable. Okay, they're affordable. Um, their ingredients have been checked. They always show a list of their ingredients on their website. They don't have any secrets or anything to hide. And I've been using them for, I would say, the past 3 months or so, and have definitely seen even more improvement on my skin. Just really, really love the results I've been getting. The products work well with anything else I've used, any other makeup I've used. It works well with that. They work well with each other. You can like put the drops on top of each other in the regards to serums, and then rub them into your face and they will melt into your face. It's just really great. I love it. So after I use those serums, I then moisturize with their Good Mood Gel and their Rose Milk Moisturizer. I use 2 drops of this, 1 drop of the turmeric, and then my trusty favorite, tried and true, 4 drops of the Josie Maran Argan Oil. Love, love, love this stuff. This was my first game changer in the way of skincare. And then I mix them in my palm, all those together. And this is after I've done the serums. And then rub that in, and this is what you get. Okay. So all I got to do, I did prime already. I'm just going to put just a little bit more. I used the Tatcha. This is her, what is it called? Porcelain? The Silk Canvas primer. This is a 25. This costs $25. And I have hit pan, but I've had this forever. Like, and you don't need a lot. You really don't. Trust me. You don't need a lot. So even if you get the tester, this is the little small tester one, try it out. It lasts a long time. I cannot use the other ones that are supposed to be dupes for this. They break me out. So the e.l.f. one broke me out. The e.l.f. Putty Primer, that broke me out. Okay, so we're just going to color correct really quickly. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is in the color Hazelnut. This is a really great skin corrector for me. I like it better than using the LA Girl, only because it's not as orange. And when I blend it in, it melts into my face. But because it's a concealer, it still has really good coverage. Okay. Now I'm just going to use, this is a Shop Missa angled. Do you see that angle? It might be hard to see. Maybe you can see it better this way. See how it's coming to a point? It's angled this way and angled that way. And I never used to use these concealer brushes. I always use my sponge, but I find that when you're using brushes, the product versus a sponge, the product doesn't spread as much. You get more coverage using a brush. And because I'm using this to cover my dark circles, which aren't as dark as they used to be, by the way, because of the um, vitamin C serum that I've been using. The concealer stays in one place, but gets blended, but it doesn't blend away like how a sponge can tend to shear out things. And then they say, you're using your beauty blender wrong if it isn't wet or damp. Even when you use a damp beauty blender, it still will shear out the makeup. Okay. And if you also have an issue with facial hair, mustache like I do, I have issues with that, and on the chin, I've been using this. It's called, I always get the name wrong. Here it is. It's called Contour, and it's a kinetic smooth hair remover and skin polisher. And it looks like this. Got the rotary. My mom got this for me from QVC. This is, oh, it changed my life. I used to use Nair to remove my hair. No more. Changed my life. Okay. All right. Now those dark circles are gone. Okay. Now we can move on. It's very warm today. It's something I forgot to do, but I'm going to do it now because it's going to go on the places that are really, really get oily on my skin. And that is the, let's use this one. Is this white? Oh, that's the Dermablend. I'm going to powder my face a little bit. Just on the places that get oily, because the foundation that I'm going to use is not matte. So I'm just using a little bit of Laura Mercier. And just pressing it in. Getting around this oily T-zone. And around the nose, because you know that's your problem area. Okay, so I just smoosh that in. Now we're going to use our Love Philosophy Hope in a Jar. Love this stuff. If you haven't gotten it, and you really are looking for something that's kind of fresh, not matte, you don't want something that's very drying, this stuff is really, really very nice. It is a water gel, a tinted water gel. That's what it is. And I really love this stuff, but it has a good amount of coverage. It's not full coverage, but it's like sheer to medium, and it's buildable. So I'm going to use, this color is Honey and Cocoa. Okay, so we're going to use these two. I'm just going to dip my finger in and put a couple of dots here. I have to be careful with this because it's very light. And even though it's February, I still have like my, like a tan going on, I guess. Now here's the golden. Put it up here also, kind of offset that light color. And we're going to use a brush. So we're going to use, I have this Juvia's Place brush set. This is their 9-piece brush set. And it really has some really, it's just very beautiful. I also bought their 8-piece and I bought their blue, their royal blue set as well. So we're just going to try out some of these brushes. This is the rounded top foundation brush. Oh, here. Let you get a better look at that. And it's super, uber soft. So I'm going to use my brush cleaner, my e.l.f. brush cleaner. I'm going to spray the top of the brush, and I'm also spraying this clean paper towel. And we're just going to to give it a nice clean. This is not how I deep clean my brushes. I use I deep clean them with Zote soap, the white Zote soap, and in the sink. But for like spot cleaning in between brushes, or when if I get a new brush and I just want to clean it off, I use the e.l.f. cleaner. Now I'm just gonna take it on the dry side. And that's nice. Ooh, that's so nice. All right. So now let's go in, okay? The brush is really soft. It is grabbing onto the foundation. I like it. Okay. That's about as much as I'm going to do. This does oxidize a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it does. All right. I do feel a brush hair is right here on my nose. Probably can't see that. Can you see that? So a brush hair did come out on my first usage of this. You know me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay. Other than that, I think it did a really good job. blending out the foundation. So now I'm going to use the Love Philosophy Hope in a Jar concealer. This is in the color Honey. It comes in a little squeezy tube, so I'm just going to squeeze some of this on the back of my hand so I can better all right. Now this I'm going to use, I don't think I want to use one of these brushes. Let me see if there's a decent concealer brush. No, I don't feel comfortable with using any of those for concealer. So we're going to use my Real Technique sponge. To talk about Love Philosophy, you know, they don't get enough, videos done about them. And it's a shame because they're a really friendly, just supportive company. And they've been that way to me. And my channel is very small. But when I reached out to them and explained to them what happened when I was one of the first Black people, let me put it that way, to showcase this skin tint in a jar. And when Jackie Aina saw the video, she was impressed by the review that I did, and she bought the skin tint. And she really liked it. And so when she did her video on it, when she used it in one of her videos, she shouted me out. I mean, she did more than that. She put a comment on my video. She subscribed to my channel. And I was just so like seriously blown away by that. I still am kind of like, what? Now this concealer is, what do I want to say about it? It's a good concealer. It has good coverage, as you can see. How do you have something? There it is. It's a 24-hour waterproof, nourishing, full coverage concealer. It does have very good coverage. Okay, so you don't have to go ham with it. As you saw, I didn't use a lot. Now I'm going to set my under eye with my famous concoction, like Iris Maybelline says. And she goes. This is Ben Nye Derma Blend, and Laura Mercier. And I think I'm missing one. Derma Blend, Ben Nye, Laura Mercier. No, I think that's it. Oh, yes. And Danessa Myricks powder in number 6. And I love this stuff. Okay. Now I'm gonna brush it away and blend it in. Let's see, any of these brushes can do that? No, this is kind of like a flat brush. I guess I could try to use this one. They have this listed as a primer brush, which I probably never use as primer. What's this one? This one is a eyeshadow blender brush. And I dropped one. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's use this. What is this? Liquid primer brush. Oh, that's soft. It's really grabbing onto the powder. And I'm going to use this to buff it in. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. This will probably make a really good primer brush or foundation brush. Either or. Either or. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a little contour. Then we'll get started on the eyes. We're gonna use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I know y'all knew I was gonna pull that out. This one is in the dark to deep. This is their newest one, or latest one, I should say. I'm just brushing upward. I am a lot heavier than I was about a month or so ago. And I go through these, pick it up, put it down. I'm currently going back towards the taking it back off stage. Okay. Lots. Now we're gonna go under here, do a little cleanup. You know what? I miss Lip Shock. I don't know why she just came to my mind like that. The YouTube creator, Lip Shock. You have to be like an old OG, YouTube OG, to remember Lip Shock. She was like one of the first to elevate the look of the YouTube video. She was the one that took it from just sitting in front of your screen at your house with like maybe a people used to use the trifold screens behind them. People used to buy those before they started going in the backgrounds and stuff. She was the first one to get like that IKEA background kind of thing going on with the white. She was the first one to like blur her background. She would do the close-up shots on the product that she was going to use and put the name there before she went to actually. She was one of the first people, not the first, but one of the first people to do that with their videos. She was one of the ones that elevated the videos to that more production featured look. And she had this really calming kind of voice. I miss her. I wrote her and sent her an email to let her know that I missed her and asked her how she was doing. And she said that she was okay. She said she didn't know if she was going to come back to YouTube because it's so different now. And she doesn't know if she wants to be bothered with all that. And I was like, I understood how she felt. But I still miss her. You know, she was just a really great content creator. So we did our cleanup. So we're going to go and do a little blending with these. These are new. These are new for me. These are the Sephora Micro Smooth powders. They're actually considered foundation powders from what I've read. These are very good. They're baked. They're only like $20 a piece. This one is deep and this one is, one is Mahogany. Yeah, this is Mahogany. And then this is their deepest one, which is called Ebony, Deep Ebony. Let me show you. Mahogany, which is more like the middle of my face. And then this is Deep Ebony. And one is lighter than the other. You're like, yeah, this is one is lighter. This is their newest color. This is the darkest that it goes. I don't know if showing you if you can really see it. It's so slight, but one is more yellow than the other. So I'm going to take this and my Shop Missa powder brush, which is, this is only $1. This is one of the softest, and we're just going to blend away whatever kind of harsh lines we had there. And I really like this because it has like a almost like a kind of a sheen to it. It's not super matte. Now I'm going to use, this is Ashley Tisdale brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to take the Deep Ebony and just go over the bottom part here. Just to kind of soften that line and marry the two together. Okay. And we're pretty much done with the face part. I might do a little bit of blush. Matter of fact, I can put on a little bit of blush right now. I'm going to use my Black Radiance Baked Blush in the color Almond. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty, kind of like red blush. I'm going to use an e.l.f. blush brush. And just sweep it here. I don't smile and do it on the apples because of the way my face is shaped. Because I have big cheeks. If I put it on the apples, to me, to my eye, it looks kind of funny. And you can have a tendency to focus it too much on the apples. And then you kind of lose that don't know, like that natural look to the face, and I'd rather do it like that. It still goes on the apples, but for some reason when you smile and you place it there, you concentrate too much on that spot. It doesn't look right to me. So that's how I do my blush, like that. All right. Now we can quickly blaze through the brows because y'all know your girl does not specialize in the brows. I don't do a whole lot. It's all so. Most people do more than I do. I'm always dropping stuff. Like always. If I get through a video and I haven't dropped it, it's because it's edited. If it's live, you're going to see me dropping something. Because I don't know. I just drop stuff. Usually I can catch it if it's like something that'll break and it's important. Usually I can catch it. I mean, I've seen all kinds of things with the brows. I don't know, it's just kind of boring to me because after people finish putting all that paint on the brows, they take away the texture of the hair of the brow and it just looks like marker line and it makes the face really flat. It's the most beautiful marker line, but it still flattens the face. And that's the beauty of a brow. It's hair that's raised. The hair has dimension to it. It's a raised element on your face and it should stay raised. It shouldn't be so flattened out that it takes away the dimension. So be careful with flattening out the brows too much. And then the Instagram brows are like usually extremely strong. And sometimes that overpowers that beautiful softness that the face has, and it makes it really harsh looking. We're just gonna clean up underneath. That was LA Girl concealer in toffee. That's really it for that, y'all. If you was looking for something else with the brows. channel. I'm just going to put a little base. This is orange. I'm going to use the, here it is. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Concealer. This is in the color 118. I'm going to use this as a base on my eyelids. Only other person I've ever seen on YouTube that talks about these is Juicy Jazz. I haven't seen anybody else mention it. It's super, 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 super full coverage. If you're looking for a full coverage concealer, this is it. If you're not into full coverage, don't even bother. If you're looking for a good base for your eyelids, this is bomb. Really, I mean, I love it. Now I'm just going to set it with a little powder. Just using my Laura Mercier powder just to set it. Okay. All right. Now we get started on the eyes. We're going to be using the Kokie Cosmetics liquid eyeliners. I found these in a Kroger, not in my area, but like an hour away. And I got like 4 of them. They were only like $6 each. And these colors, these greens, because I don't have a lot of greens, I was drawn to. This is like a gold olive green, and this is a more of a like a plant kind of green. And I thought of the Tribe Nomad, not the Tribe, Juvia's Places, the Nomad palette. So I wanted to do more with the greens. And so when I saw those, I was like, ooh, because every time I go to reach for green with my liquid eyeshadows, I didn't have any. So I was like, you know, I got to pick up some green liquid eyeshadows. Okay, let's start with this color right here. We're going to use a big fluffy brush for my transition color. And yes, we are going to do some windshield wiping. And we could quickly lay that color down, but we're also going to go back and do circles. Same thing on this side. I want a nice amount of that color because it's really pretty. And it's a great transitional shade color for me. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with this yellow, mustard yellow, same brush at the top, right underneath the brow. And on this side. Okay. Now we're going to go, I'm going to go in with the Camouflage Cream. This nice, I'm holding the palette. Green right there. I'm going to use this shader brush. Clean it off a little bit so that I don't get a muddy kind of look. All right, again, we're going in with this. And this nice shader brush. This is from Coastal Scents. And we're just gonna come in from the outer corner and go across the lid. I don't really use stamping. I know that's like a big thing that people do because they like those intense looks. You can get a very nice, substantial eyeshadow look. You don't always have to stamp. It does take a little bit more work. It does. I'm not gonna lie. But to me, the look, I don't know. It's softer. And it just looks really nice. I'm blowing it out a little bit, blowing my eyes out a little bit. I want to bring this in enough because I'm going to use another color. And then with somebody like me, I'm an older woman, I have wrinkles on my eyelids. Stamping is not going to work for me. My color needs to actually be brushed into those wrinkles and lines. This is a pretty green. Really pretty. Really liking it. Trying to keep the edges here soft. I have this little curve that between where my eyelashes start and my actual eyelid. All right, I think I brought it over enough. All right, now we're gonna go in with this deeper green. And another Coastal Scents brush. Hello, Chandra. We're gonna use this deeper green. How you doing, Chandra? And this Coastal Scents brush. Coastal Scents brushes are really good. When YouTube first started, they were like the bomb company. They're still the bomb company. They have palettes, everything. And people used to run to them and get their like 250 color palette. That was like the thing you did. That's how people started out with those little palettes before it started getting all into this name brand, that name brand. But they still have really great brushes. I would wait until a Christmas sale or Easter, whenever they have their sales and they do like a half off. I waited till then, till the sale came. So I got some of these brushes for like $1.75, and they're really great brushes. So we're just going to use this here at the end, right in that V, just to deepen up the green. We want to make sure that it is reading green. So concentrate enough in that space. And try to fight the urge to come over more and stay in this corner as much as you can. Okay. All right. So we're getting intense green. Love it. Okay. All right. So now we can go to the liquid eyeshadows, okay? I'm trying to see if I want to use this brown. Is it brown, or is it like a green brown? Okay. We're going to use this color. It's a greenish brown soft shimmer. It really is. So we're going to use that because liquid eyeshadows, they look more intense when you've got a nice base color underneath it. So that's why I like using shimmers before I put the liquid eyeshadow on top. This is like a brown. It's reading more like a brown. So I'm not going to do too much with it. But it'll still be fine. Because it helps to fill in those spaces on the eye. Okay, that's good. All right. Now to the liquid eyeshadows. Okay, again, this is Kokie Cosmetics. We're going to start with this one. It's the color. What color is this? Crystal Fusion Liquid Eyeshadow. And the color is Ophelia. This is the color Ophelia. I'll put some on my hand for you so you can see. This is the applicator, just a regular kind of applicator here. And there is Ophelia. A nice kind of emeraldy green, got a little bit of yellow in it. It's nice. So we'll start back here. Oh, I like that. Now, one thing I noticed about the Kokie is that it's thinner. And it's not as intense, okay? You know how I do liquid eyeshadows. They be like, pow. This is not intense like that. Okay, that's like 3 layers of putting it on to get like some type of intensity. And it's still just looking more wet than it looks shiny. It's easy to spread though. And you can layer it on top of itself while it's wet without too much problem, which is good. That's a good thing. I'm just hoping it's gonna dry well and not start flaking off. But you can't really tell until it's like dry. Okay. All right. That was Ophelia. Now we're going to go in with this one. It's called Mothership. This one is called Mothership. And I will also swatch this. And this is the really beautiful kind of olive gold. Do you see that? Isn't that pretty? I'm trying to do it where you can see the color and not just get the shine of it. There we go. So let's try this. See what we get. Here we go. It's nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, liquid eyeshadows are not always the easiest thing to do. It takes a light hand and practice. and not all of them are created equal. So you can use one and get this fantastic look, and then you step over into a different brand and you're like, what in the world is this? Oh. So we're gonna try to keep the lids low, let it dry. I like it though. I like it. Um, if I would get these if I didn't like super intense shimmer, but I wanted that kind of um glittering, wet kind of almost vibe that liquid eyeshadows tend to give. Um, but personally for me, I probably won't buy any more of these because when I get a liquid eyeshadow, you always give great info. Love the look. Thank you, Shonda. I try, boo. I try. Because for me, if I'm buying a liquid eyeshadow, I want it to be like bang. You know, that's what I want my liquid eyeshadow to do. Almost like I prefer liquid eyeshadow glitters than liquid eyeshadows. I like liquid eyeshadows, but I like the glittery ones better. Um, this is an actual liquid eyeshadow. It's not, it doesn't advertise itself as a liquid eyeshadow glitter. So that's probably why it looks like a nice shimmery eyeshadow. Um, and not like a not like a glitter. So that means that this does what it's supposed to do. It's a liquid eyeshadow. It's not a liquid eyeshadow glitter. So that's why you don't see that super intense kind of glittery shine. But it's very nice as far as the formula goes. I like it. It dries well. You can apply multiple coats on top of each other without the one underneath moving. That is very key for liquid eyeshadow. If you have one where you put a coat on and then you go to do a second coat and it's like a horror show, I don't like those. This is not like that. This is very nice. You can put on, I put on like 3 layers and it dried really nicely. I was able to blend another 2 or 3 layers on with a different color, and it's blended and they're going on top of each other very nicely. And they're going on top of eyeshadow, regular powder eyeshadow that I had on, and it still looks pretty good. So um, we'll see how it wears throughout the day. But for this, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do black cat eye? Hold on. Because I don't have any other, I don't have like any other greens. Everything else I have is like a blue or, so I think what we'll do, I think we will do black down to the bottom. I just hope it doesn't take away too much of the color we have. I really like leaving the monochromatic look. I don't like breaking it up too much with black. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to use the black, but just a little line across the bottom. I don't think I'm going to do a wing. Okay, this is NYX's vinyl liquid liner. Trying to make sure I stay in the shot. So I did just a small line across the bottom. I didn't do a wing, and I really prefer it that way. So we're gonna do a little under eye work. We're gonna go back to this brush, and we're gonna go back into this color here. And now we're gonna go into this green one, just very much to mirror what's on top. I really like clean looks, so you're not gonna see me drag the color down too much. Because I like a clean eye. All right. Now for our friend's mascara, darling, Covergirl and Koosh by Milk Cosmetics. This is the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. Really am liking this. I might pull out my my Bad Girl Bang. Let me see. The brush on this to me is really lovely. I need to get an eyelash curler. Anybody know any inexpensive eyelash curlers? I probably can get one from e.l.f. Let's use the Bad Girl Bang. This is by Benefit Cosmetics. If you have short lashes, this will really pull your lashes up. But it does clump the lashes together. I forgot that about this. The CoverGirl doesn't do that. Its brush really gets on your individual lashes. I don't think this is waterproof, is it? Now, my favorite bottom lash mascara is Maybelline's Lash Sensational. It's really my favorite. Because my face is so fat, I have to like really stretch the skin. Because this brush is really fat. Okay. must be something being delivered. Yeah, because it's not time to go. All right. Oh, it's my mom. She's here early. Okay. Now let's do the lips. Oh, no, I don't like that color. Do you want to do like a red? I think I'm going to keep with the brown. This is the, oh, here we go. No, that's not what I was looking. Here it is. This is the NYX. This is chestnut. I don't want chestnut. I want coffee. And I'm not finding it. Don't you just love that when you look for something? You can't find it, and then once you give up, it's like, here I am. And it's always when I get to this part and I'm searching for the lip liner. Oh, it's terrible. What is this? Didn't I just have this up? No, here it is. This is NYX. This is coffee, right? I think this, yeah, this is coffee. Now me, I'm looking at my skin and I can see certain places where it's shining. Did you see that? I didn't put any highlight. That is from using that's from using that baked micro smooth powder. It gives you a little glow. All right. Now we're going to go in with Mahogany. This is from MAC Cosmetics. Now, this brown with this red, they really, you know, go together. All right. I could go in the middle of it with Kokie. Because the Mama Star, that was Mahogany. This is the Mama Star lipstick by MAC. Okay. Yes.
Doing okay, kiddo?
Yes.
All right, I'm just sitting in here moving.
Okay. You just got on my video.
Sorry.
Your voice.
Sorry.
It's all right, Mama. You didn't know?
All right. I just let Pootie out.
Yes, I heard you. That was my mom's voice. So let's put a little gloss on the fronts. And y'all know my favorite gloss is Bareminerals. I got this during Christmas time also. I got a full size, like 3 full sizes, and it was like $24. Fantastic deal. This is the color 24 karat. Just gonna put a little bit of that on here. I love this. And this could be a Valentine's Day look. It's really very nice. The green is just demure. It's because it's a liquid eyeshadow and not a glitter, it doesn't jump in your face. So we're just gonna follow along what we have here and just put a little light. We're not gonna really do too much highlighting except over the lip. I might do a little bit right here. Let's get nice little highlighting brush. So my mom made the mistake of letting Booty out to use the bathroom, and then she put her back in there, and she was like, lady, if you don't let me out of here so that I can play with you. This is the Juvias Place Tapered Contour Brush. Very beautiful. These brush hairs are so freaking soft. We're gonna use this. I think I'm gonna use my finger with this. This is the Juvia's Place Baked Highlighter. This is Heroin. Yep, the Heroin Glow. That's this right here. So I'm just gonna put my finger right here and just go with my Cupid's bow. Nice. Okay. Putting it away. Now we're gonna get the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Glow. Okay. This is just light. It just puts light. So we're just gonna, and we're gonna go here, and you see how you already see it? Okay, so we're gonna stick with that. But we're just gonna bring it just a little bit higher, just a tiny bit. Okay. See how it just got a little bit wider, the area? Because that's what this stuff does. It just puts light. Okay. See that? All right. A little here. I might use my finger right here. Baby dolls, I think that's it. I think we good. All right. we are going to, I like the softness of how it looks. It doesn't look very drying or very matte-like, and that is because this is a skin tint and not a matte foundation. It's water-based skin tint. It's water gel-based skin tint. So that's what you're getting on your face. It's the tinting part is a highly pigmented tinting. But the basis of it is this great water gel, and um, it has an Asian herb in it that deals with glow, and I can't think of what it's called right now. It's a whipped water gel, and this has an SPF of 20, by the way. I can't think of that ingredient in it. It's not on here. But if you go to my other video, it says that. So I don't think I'm going to use my Smashbox right now. I think I'm going to let it stay like how it looks. And we're going to use this Smith & Colt Instant Recall Invisible Powder Setting Spray. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is a nice idea. Is it really working? I don't know. Does it really work? I don't really know. I can't really tell. Isn't that terrible? But I can't. I cannot really tell. Okay. Clip. Getting caught in the hair. If it really works. So this is our finished look. My earrings do this weird thing where they flip back. I don't know why. But this is it, y'all. Okay, I could do an inner corner highlight. I will do it with this brush only because, I'm creature of habit. And we're just using the heroine right here. It just adds that, je ne sais quoi. That's it. I like it. Nice beat. The skin tint is a little pricey. I think it's like $38, something like that. But it's gonna last you a long time. This is the same one I've had for ages. And look, I'm not even at the bottom. Okay, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. And I think I'm gonna give away one of the cocos I have. But that'll be on Instagram. So go and follow me on Instagram when I do that giveaway. It's gonna be kind of big. It's a lot of stuff. All right, this is it, y'all. I hope that you like it. I like it. All right. I love y'all so much. All right. I really, really do. Y'all are the best. Y'all keep praying for us, and we'll keep praying for you. And I will see you in the next video. I will. I am coming back. I got a new intro song. All that it's already in the works. So hang in there, okay? We're coming back in 2020. We're gonna do it big. I love y'all. See you in the next video.